assassin outfit. Why not? Now let's set our markers. So we're right here at the Kark Bureau. I'm assuming that's how you say it. That's how I've been pronouncing it, at least. Let's set some markers mainly around Baghdad, because if there's not that much parkour outside of Baghdad, save for like this particular area here that at Anbar. But let's set marker 1 all the way here. I am very well aware this is crazy far away, but that's gonna be a fun distance. Marker 2 can be right inside here, and then marker 3 could be right here, and then we'll probably just end up heading right back to the Abyssinia Bureau at the very end. So let's get a good look at everything. Let me get out onto the street, maybe get to the roofs so I can see where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, so we got number 2, 1 is right over there, and 3 is over there. And you'll probably see a counter on the top right. Just might as well mention this now. Keeping track of how far and which checkpoint we've passed. So, I guess let's get a move on. Let's go. I'm gonna see if I can kind of stick to the roofs. The roofs. Roofs. The plural of roof is roofs. Yeah, it's not roofs. It's not like hooves. I promise y'all, English is my first and only language. I'm just not very smart. No, so I'm gonna sort of stick to the roofs. No. I don't know if I wanna enter the round city just yet. I know marker 2 is in the round city, but marker 1 is technically in the opposite end of the round city. So if I can avoid it until we get to marker 2, then I think I might just run around the round city. That's such a cool and interesting thing too. Like, it's a very interesting way to design the city. I believe like it is historically accurate too. Like, that is a thing that existed in Baghdad. The round city being this more like opulent area, and then the outskirts, quote unquote the outskirts, this doesn't necessarily look all that bad, to be honest, is I guess technically the poorer areas or the less opulent areas. Okay, I think this is, oh, hello there, guards. Yeah, I ain't going over here. Y'all don't see me. I know I did say I was gonna stick to the roofs. Watch me somehow mess up that word multiple times during this video. But, don't wanna bother any of those guards. Let's stick here. We are on our way to number 1. We're just gonna need to find the best and most stylish. Okay, I mean, eagle diving is pretty stylish, can't argue with that. Way to get. Hi there, bro. Don't bother with me. wasn't even here. Oh, this is not a place to be. This is not the place to be. Let's go. Go, 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 go. I've aggravated some people, haven't I? Basim, my brother, you gonna need to run. Oh, we mad. People are mad. People are very mad. Climb, 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 climb. If we get far enough, they can't see us. Oh my god. Yo, brother. Up, 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 uppity, 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 up. Stick right here. No one will ever see you if you're right here. I think those two dudes right over there have no clue I'm over here. Let's wait a second. Let's see if we can lose some of our notoriety. I don't think it's working. Oh wow, it is. It barely almost did not work. Those dudes managed to make it up there, and they were like, you know, we made the climb up here, but he must not be here. Then why would you climb up here, bro? Maybe there's like a thing I could jump into. Excuse me. Okay. I see a haystack. You gotta love haystacks. You can't not love haystacks if it's an Assassin's Creed game. Let me parkour downwards very carefully. That's not carefully, but that's alright. Eagle dive. Did you all I think recently when they were doing some Black Flag promo stuff, they had like actual parkourists, parkour experts, people who are really good at parkour, attempt the eagle dive from a bunch of crazy locations into hay, which, physically speaking, is insanely dangerous because hay will become a solid object at a very high speed because that's how physics works. But apparently they did it really carefully and really smartly, and they had these folks jumping off like a massive cliff. I can make it through here without being seen. They had these folks jumping off like a massive cliff. Nope, go up. Let me go this way. Let me parkour this way. Which is crazy. And they landed in the hay and they were completely fine. And apparently this is kind of obvious, it feels, but like it's kind of difficult to keep that really slick, iconic eagle diving pose with your arms out and your legs together when you're jumping at that high of a height. Though I guess if you're a really trained assassin, you know, that's light work, I guess. But Basim, brother, did you trip? What was that, bro? No, but I guess that's just, you know, something you get really good at. Where did I put this marker? What? Well, there's number 1, but wow, that's way further than I thought it was. Alright, up we go. We did make it around the round city, so that's good. But yeah, no, so, I guess, the parkour experts managed to do it really well. They honestly kept their form pretty nicely. Oh god, did I really put it in a restricted area? Can I go around the restricted area, perchance? There's gotta be a way I can go around this restricted area. Or we're just gonna go through. Okay, we're just gonna go through it. We're just gonna... Hey, brother, what's up? What's up? I ain't here. I don't know why I thought putting it in a restricted area, like some random shipyard, was a smart idea. Let me see if I can lose these dudes as fast as possible. Up, and go, and up we go here. And, aha, this is a good idea. Shaboop. No one will ever find... Hey, it's over there. Okay, we're actually really close to checkpoint number 1. I think we're good. But yeah, the parkour experts did a really nice job. It was a really fun video, honestly. That's fine. We're good. Luckily, every assassin learns how to combat roll. If you've ever tried combat rolling in real life, it's not super duper difficult, but like, I imagine it gets more difficult if you're from a much higher vantage point. Like, okay, so, random bit of lore, but like, obviously y'all know I'm a big Uncharted guy, and when I was a kid, I don't know why Nate's like combat rolling around, getting into cover, I don't know why that was just so cool to me, so I legit practiced combat rolling, and I was weirdly obvious reasons. But you know, it's not insanely difficult to do a basic roll. But again, these guys are obviously, well, they're not real, but even if they were, even the parkour experts can do it pretty well. You know, they're pretty good at combat rolling off of a building. Should we try? Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we go. That's my goat. Alright, so we hit checkpoint number 1. Now we gotta go all the way back. Now we gotta go all the way back to checkpoint 2. We're basically running back and forth on this exact line of the map. A fruits. Also a random thing, and I really kind of hope this is an AC4 in the remake, but I don't think it is. I love how like you could just like run past like this tree right here. Like, I'm low on health. Let me just take a fruit. Thank you very much. Excuse me, is someone? Oh nah, I ain't messing with any snakes. I thought it was an enemy. It was a snake, which is I guess better. But that snake is not gonna move. That snake will not chase you. Y'all, I don't mind snakes for what it's worth. Like, if I see a snake in real life, I'm not gonna like have a panic attack. But like, I also don't want to be very close to it because I don't know how fast snakes move. And I do, but I do know they move fast. And I'm not very fast. Despite running a whole ton, like I love running, I'm not that fast. But like, I don't want to try outrunning a snake and then it just immediately bites my leg and I'm dead. Now that's a very big exaggeration of what could happen. Alright, what? Pass by the same shipyard that, you know, you had all those enemies at. Let me be kind of careful, because I think that's the shipyard. We're just basically going backwards at this point, so we kind of know what to avoid, meaning I'm going to stick on these roofs. Rooftops, that's the word I can use. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna mess with any snakes, because I don't know how fast they go. Obviously, like, you know, most snakes, I don't believe, or at least a good amount of snakes aren't venomous, or poisonous, or both. There's a difference. There is an actual difference. But I cannot remember the actual difference. But not every snake can kill you and everything, but even then, I ain't in the mood to try and find out. There we go. What was I even talking about before that? I was talking about Black Flag, because that's going to be the running theme of this video, to be honest. But you know, that would be cool if they include the fruit eating kind of thing. It works really well in Mirage, because Mirage is kind of like, I don't know why, it might just be me, but it kind of gives like, you know, like the quote-unquote Aladdin running around street rat, you know, trying to survive by the skin of his teeth kind of vibes. It weirdly, Mirage kind of gave that vibe. I think that's what they were shooting for in the trailers as well, because that's kind of what Batson was before he became an assassin. He was just trying to survive, and you know, just running by, picking up a piece of bread like Aladdin, or like some random fruit, like what Basim does. I can actually probably make it up there. I don't know, that's just a kind of cool vibe, and it would honestly fit pretty nicely for Edward as well, because, you know, Edward's not a no-nonsense, but a carefree pirate, you know, just living his own life, doing his own thing, just, you know, run past a random bush, take some fruit, because, you know, he got punched, and then just keep on moving. Oh, let me get out of here before someone sees me. Haystack. Oh, yeah, oh god, I hope this worked. That would have sucked so badly if I missed. But yeah, no. Oh wow, point number 2 is right here. That's kinda crazy. Why did I put point number 2 right here? Where is it? Oh, okay. Nice. Well, we hit checkpoint number 2 way faster than I thought we would. I guess given that we're in the round city, let me take a bit of money, why not? Boop. You know, could always use it. Let's just make our way through the round city to get to checkpoint number 3. But anyways, like I was saying, I don't know, I really like that kind of vibe. And I feel like the whole fruit eating random, you know, just, it leans into the whole like swashbuckling, carefree vibe of Edward and AC4 in general. But I don't know if they'll include it. They don't necessarily I guess all the assassins used to be able to crouch. It was just way more contextual. Like, you could only ever crouch when you were in a stealthy, in a restricted area or something like that. And you could only, and maybe only crouch depending on if you were inside of, like a hidden, like a bush or something. Hi. You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me. Okay, I didn't know I was in a restricted area. That scared the life out of me. But yeah, I guess it was a lot more contextual for the stealth, If you were in like some brush or, a bush or behind, not behind, what was the context situations? I guess, well, you weren't really crouching if you were like hiding behind a building. That was just you hiding behind a building. But, there were specific situations where you would only be able to crouch. But it is really cool that all the assassins now, from this point forward, well, not from this point forward, from a good bit now, finally have a proper crouch button. I think from Origins when they added the crouch button, honestly. Oh, and definitely let me know if any of y'all are planning on picking up AC4 Black Flag when, it does come out. What is this? I've never seen this before. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Destroyed building. That's very new. Oh, and I finally now realize I forgot. I still gotta get used to doing this, to be honest. If you have enjoyed the video up to this point, that was clean. Make sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. I've been trying to include, the call to action, like and subscribe to a bit more. Because, like, I usually never really did. But, honestly, I found, like, and almost everybody does say this, and it is kind of true. Oh, we're near the edge. Alright, let me get across it real quickly. Reminding people to like and subscribe weirdly does, like, work insanely well, because I usually do it instinctively, but I forget sometimes, and when someone says don't forget to like and subscribe, I'm like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, I never really used to say it because it's kind of obvious, if you enjoy the video, you'll like and subscribe, but it's so even though I find it obvious, I forget a lot of the times too, and that whole reminder is kind of clutch, because otherwise I wouldn't have liked and subscribed to, some dude that I actually really liked. So that's why I was like, honestly, it makes sense to include it, but I still gotta get used to it and remember to, like, include it in the intros. But, yeah, if y'all do always like and subscribe, if you enjoy the video, awesome. Can I make that jump? I mean, we've seen Bassam make crazier jumps in this video, so I feel like he was gonna be fine anyways. Don't know how I made it through there. But yeah, definitely let me know if y'all are gonna pick up Black Flag Resynced when it comes out, or, sometime during this year. There's so much stuff coming out this year, so honestly, I ain't even gonna blame y'all. Like, for instance, what is it? The Lego Batman game that I've talked about so much. I haven't picked it up yet because there's just so much other stuff coming out, y'all. Wolverine, Black Flag, Rayman, which I didn't even know was happening until the Summer Games Fest. Like, y'all, there's so much stuff coming out. Honestly, there's a lot of games that are gonna kind of just get pushed off until like Christmas time or holiday sales. Oh, it's that way. Okay, I gotcha. And I mean, it does kind of suck that, some games might end up underperforming a little bit just due to the sheer amount of stuff coming out this year. But honestly, having that much choice, and as long as the games, meet a good profit margin and everything, and they decide to keep getting funded, which is a whole entire different thing that I could spend a long time talking about. But as long as the games do well, it's like the games that I really put it on this bridge. Okay, the games we're getting, and the amount of games, and the sheer variety, unmatched. It is god tier right now. Kind of been god tier for like years and less geographically, kind of geographically, more historically speaking, it is accurate to what the Caribbean would look like. But we're still gonna try to do some there. We're gonna do so much ship